Welcome to Football Focus, the channel with the most up-to-date news stories. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and click the bell. Now sit back, make some tea, and we'll get started. In the 9th round of the Spanish La Liga, Real Madrid hosted Villarreal. The match ended with a confident victory of Los Blancos, 2-0, but two leaders of the team were injured. In the 79th minute, Vinicius Jr. left the field, and in extra time, Carvajal was carried off the field on a stretcher. The severity of the injuries was unknown at the time of the match's conclusion. Fans waited for official information and hoped for the best, but Carvajal confirmed the seriousness of his injury, saying that he had damaged his cruciate ligaments and stated that he was out for several months. A serious cruciate ligament injury has been confirmed. I will have to have an operation and will have to leave the playing field for a few months. I'm already looking forward to starting my recovery and coming back like a beast. Thank you all so much for your messages. I feel very loved, Carvajal wrote on his Instagram. The player was also supported not only by his teammates, but also by Spanish national team players such as Alejandro Grimaldo and Aymeric Laporte. Did you know that Neymar is considered the most overrated player in the world? This Brazilian, who once dominated the pitch, has been on the list of the best footballers on the planet for several years in a row. However, according to some, this is just an illusion and he is just a runner-up. Give Me Sport recently published a ranking of the most overrated footballers, and striker Al Hilal came out on top. The publication argued its choice as follows. Insantacy Neymar was considered a future world star capable of surpassing Pelé. However, expectations have not been met. Questions about his attitude to the game, few trophies, one Champions League win, and the 2013 Confederations Cup. Despite his talent, Neymar has failed to stay on top and has proven to be overrated. As the classic said, your expectations are your problems. In fact, Neymar was simply burning up the pitch in his time, bullying opponents with his play. He didn't get his due recognition in the form of individual honors simply because he played in the same era as peak Messi and Ronaldo, who were impossible to compete with. Neymar has had an amazing career, and if it wasn't for his move to PSG, he would still be on the fans' lips for a long time to come. He simply made the wrong career choice by chasing the money. What reassessment can we talk about when he's been listed as a top player for years? They forgot to include Alvaro Morata and Jordan Henderson in the top 10. All in all, the rankings are questionable. The mayor of a small Italian town did something ugly to Alvaro Morata. The Spaniard had just moved to Italy and was looking for accommodation. He looked for a house, gave the commission to the agent, and was supposed to move in, but the mayor of the town of Corbett blabbed to everyone that they are moving to them a famous man. Do you know what that means in Italy? One day someone could break into your house. How many stories like that have happened recently? Now Morata's family is in danger. Of course, the Spaniard didn't appreciate the mayor's welcome and said he would now be forced to move out. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for violating my right to privacy. My greatest treasure is my children, whose safety was at risk. I had hoped that the municipality of Corbett would provide privacy, but now I am forced to move out because of the failure of the authorities to protect citizens, Morata wrote on Instagram. And you know what the mayor of Corbett replied to him? He just sent Morata away. The official posted stories on Instagram with the caption "Ciao" and the logo of Inter in the background. In other words, the mayor first welcomed Morata warmly, while revealing his personal details, and then tried to humiliate the Spaniard for choosing to keep his family safe. Barcelona fans are not happy with Frenkie de Jong. The reason is not so much his salary, but his attitude to the game. In recent years, he has been playing as if he is not giving his best. Instead of being a leader and leading the team, he seems to disappear on the pitch. Despite being named captain, it is unlikely that de Jong will play like a captain. His conflict with the management adds to the tension with the fans. He refuses to renew his contract and is not making concessions despite the club's difficult position. The Dutchman is behaving like a mercenary, even though Barcelona have invested a lot of resources in him. As a result, the club should probably cut ties with him as soon as possible. However, de Jong is putting sticks in the wheel, not wanting to leave on a lower salary. At least that's how Laporta describes the situation. But the situation could change. He is already being claimed by clubs willing to meet his financial demands. According to Sport, Manchester United and Chelsea are going to make an offer already in the winter. Barcelona are unlikely to want to lose a player in the middle of the season, given the team's personnel problems, especially in the center of the pitch. But everything will depend on the size of the offers. If Manchester United or Chelsea offer favorable terms, Jong Laporta may well consider a sale. In addition to English clubs, De Jong is also claimed by Bayern Munich and PSG. Nothing is known yet about the intentions of the management of these teams. They may be on the hook if they see the player's desire to move to them. But in any case, it is unlikely that Bayern and PSG will outbid the rich English clubs. The Germans don't like to give big contracts, while PSG have changed their personnel policy and now gather people in the team who are faithful to the project. Paul Pogba could return to football as early as March next year. According to Sky Sports, center midfielder Paul Pogba may return to the pitch as early as March 2025. The fact that the Court of Arbitration for Sport reduced the period of ineligibility of the French player from 4 years to 18 months. Recall that the footballer, who at the time was under contract in Turin Juventus, was suspended from competition at the beginning of last season on suspicion of doping. A repeat sample confirmed the presence of doping in the athlete's body, so FIFA issued a 4-year disqualification to the 2018 world champion in the national team of France. Jordan Henderson could make sensational return to England after disappointing Ajax spell. The 34-year-old left Liverpool last summer to complete a move to the cash-rich Saudi Pro League with Al Ettifaq, who are managed by Steven Gerrard. However, his stay in the Middle East lasted only 6 months as he mutually terminated his contract to make a permanent move back to Europe with Ajax. Now, The Sun reports that Henderson could leave the Dutch Giants after just 1 year, as he is struggling to make an impact in the Netherlands. The England international situation is said to have alerted some Premier League clubs, though several top championship sides are also keen on signing him. When the midfielder left the Saudi Pro League earlier this year, reports emerged that tax issues could prevent his move back to England, and The Sun claimed that similar problems could crop up once again if he leaves Netherlands for his homeland. Arsenal consider overhaul of security protocols after Conor McGregor's bizarre sparring session with Bukayo Saka and Declan Rice goes viral. UFC legend McGregor had a kickabout with Arsenal's Bukayo Saka and Declan Rice after their 2-0 Champions League win over Paris Saint-Germain on Tuesday, with the Irishman also engaging in light sparring with the former. After these clips went viral, The Times claims the Gunners began an internal inquiry into how McGregor got onto the pitch and have vowed to avoid a report of the episode. During one of the clips, Saka can be heard saying, "Be careful," when lightly sparring with McGregor at the Emirates. The report adds that the mixed martial artist went onto the pitch without the club's permission, despite being asked to go back inside the stadium. The North London side reportedly found out that the 36-year-old and his entourage received VIP tickets through a third party called One Access. Moreover, the play fighting with Saka was most worrying for manager Mikel Arteta. The report adds Arsenal are looking at the arrangement where players can mingle with corporate guests after games. They are also said to be keen to distance themselves from the McGregor brand, given the 36-year-old was convicted of assault in 2019, among other incidents. That's all for today. Share your impressions in the comments. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and press the bell to not miss new episodes. Thanks for being with us, and see you soon.